Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fighters Anthology. Let us continue where we left off with the Kuril Islands campaign, where we have pushed the Russians out of Urup and Turup. We've knocked out their facilities in Simashur, Onakatan, and one other island that I forget the name of at this time. We've destroyed a large chunk of their shipping in the area, preventing them from resupplying any troops they might still have left on those islands. And we have also destroyed the Kiev and her escorts, as well as a few other warships throughout the course of our campaign. So Russian strength in the Far East is really down right now, so let's see what's left for us to mop up. Fangs out, USS Wasp, LHD-1, date May 18th, local time, 1100 hours. Weather, clear. Situation, the Russians are making a last desperate attack on the task force. Mission objective, defend the Wasp from air attack. Order battle, recommended aircraft AV-8B, recommended weapons AIM-120, AIM-9M, threat suppression data, ground opposition none, air opposition unknown. So we have two good wingmen for this, or sorry, two expert wingmen. And it looks like we forgot Paramushur, Chumchu, and Shiaskatan. But we've been stationed off of Simashur for a while, so that might be the target of our next landing, should the Russians fail to capitulate. And we will take our standard Harrier, and we have just enough missiles left to go for a full air-to-air loadout, so we will do that. Fortunately, we can't mount anything else in the center line, which is kind of a shame, but with that, let's jump into the mission and fight the Russians one last time. Alright. Radar on, jammers on, infrared on. It looks like we have some allied assistance.
Airborne.
And let's switch out to our AMRAMs and see what's out there. Yaks, Papa Stalin. We're gonna have our wingmen with Papa Stalin first. We will handle the Tu-160s. We'll pop them with missiles. Looks like the Yaks have taken out our allies. So actually what we're going to do, lock them up. I wish I could issue orders to individual movement, but unfortunately we can't do that. Okay, we have 100% improbability. I think we're just gonna take it. Alright, we're losing the improbability now. It looks like we scared off the backfires, which is good. Now they'll probably go supersonic for a bit and run away, but they'll come back eventually. That's not how this works, you little shit.
Yeah. Fox 1.
That's how this works.
I'm taking damage. Fox 2.
Yeah, it looks like they're already turning around. We'll have our wingmen attack all bandits just so they can fend for themselves. Alright, they got a yak. Lost one wingman.
Good shot. Deploy. Oh yeah!
Someone's closer to me than I'd like if they're using IR weapons.
He's going down in front.
Alright, I think I actually see that guy launching missiles at me. So we'll have to turn around and take him out, I guess.
Turn and burn, baby.
Still behind me. Who are you? Flanker? That is the absolute last thing I need right now. And that MiG-31's getting in on this too. Got him. I think that was our last Sidewinder though, so we may be in trouble when it comes to some of those supersonic bombers.
Good shot.
Alright, Papa Stalin, you're next. There you are, just gotta line you up. There we go. Wingman, take out Papa Stalin there.
I'm on it.
Tu-95's inbound, and I believe that we still have that Tu-160, but we'll get to them.
Missile launch.
If they aren't programmed to return to an air base, then we can wait them out.
Multiple hits. Blast one.
Looks like a Wingman got him. Actually, who is behind? Oh, fuck. Out. Oh, God. There's two people. Alright, I get it. I get it. Jesus. Okay, so the bears we gotta take head on, otherwise they will ruin our day. Heading for the fleet, mister. I cannot permit that. Suck it, Aaron.
Alright.
And that just made me speed up. This is what I hate the most, is having to play catch up with these guys. Looks like he just kind of passed over the fleet. Alright, fleet gun. For once, they actually get to make use of at least some short-range SAMs. Okay, so let's see who's left. Do we have a wingman still? We do. Attack bandits, why are you coming back to me? This is one thing I hate, which I don't think was an issue in the original USNF 97, but it seems to be for whatchamacallit. For Fighters Anthology, is your wingman has a tendency to be like, oh, I killed a guy, I guess I can go back now, and it's like, no, it's not how this works. Keep killing until I tell you otherwise. Alright. Activating TLAR system. There we go. Down he goes. Wingman, don't kill him, you'll probably kill yourself. Go for that guy instead. Better yet? No. We'll take this guy. Come on. I just need a little more. There we go. I think once we take these bombers out, we should have cleared the skies. Be at great cost to our forces. Woo! We are dry on missiles.
I'm taking a shot.
Oh, he's got missiles left? Good. He's missing them, but if he can harass him with missiles, that's more than I can do. There you are.
Fox 2.
Activating GUR system.
Crash and burn.
And the mission is accomplished. So, wingman, now you can disengage and form up on your way. Switch to an empty hardpoint, activate our navigational subsystems, and return to base.
Inbound to waypoint Bravo, bearing 71.
And we took only 6% of damage from when we tried to attack the bear from the rear, which I was hoping we could manage, but that wasn't working out too well, so I don't feel bad about that. And looks like the fleet didn't even take any hits, so I feel like that should be an extra combination for us, but fortunately the other Harriers they sent up to protect the fleet and probably the Seahawk 2 is down, but we did it. We protected the Wasp from what's probably the last of their air assets in the theater. Or at least the last big group they could scrape together. Excuse me. Alright. We will actually be pretty light, so we can afford to be a bit easier on the throttle, I think, when it comes to landing.
Clear to land.
Okay, so probably bump the throttle up a little bit.
0 time.
Down low. Not that low.
2 miles.
Try to line her up.
1 mile.
We're just about lined up for what could be a very good landing. And down we go. All right. Straighten out our view there. I like how it seems like your flaps position when they're down, at least. I don't know so much about when they're... Okay, so even when they're up, they seem to be somewhat adjusted by your vents. Or not your vents, but like your propulsion mains, I guess we could call them. I don't know. But that actually looks pretty good. But in any case, I like how instead of modeling, now, I believe these here are the actual exhaust systems where you can redirect and vector your thrust. So I find it funny that they make it so that the flaps kind of are affected instead. So now at this point we will just wait for our wingman to come in. It looks like he's on final approach now. Oh hey, our Seahawks survived! I don't know how, but they did. I guess the ships took out those helicopters really quick. Which, I find it funny that they use helicopters to attack it. I think that just goes to show how desperate they were. But with that, our mission is done, so let us end it.
Liberty and democracy achieved a great victory today as the Japanese flag was once again raised over the Kuril Islands. With the fall of the Russian nationalists in Moscow, the world can resume the task of building peace and trust among the nations of the earth. All those who love the cause of freedom, thank you for your heroic service in this conflict.
USA! 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 So with that, that brings an end to the 1997 Russian War. Debrief, USS Wasp, LHD-1, date May 18th, mission Fangs out, resolution success. Congratulations, you played a major role in defeating the Russians in the Eastern Theater. Your valor has earned you the respect of your peers and the gratitude of your countrymen. So we protected the Wasp and our fleet, we destroyed all the bombers. We lost one wingman, the other one probably got damaged, but we got a fair amount of kills. Our missiles were semi-reliable. Actually, oh yeah, a quarter just failed, so good gun hit percentage. So that boots us back to the main menu, and we can see we've added the Kuril Islands as another completed campaign. And we can see our total kills for the campaign. So come in, because we'll be gone the next time we start our new campaign, which that's one of the things I don't like about this, is it only keeps stats for your current or last campaign, depending on whether you're in one or not. I wish it would keep stats for every campaign, and then have like your overall stats, but I also wish it would give you a better breakdown than what it does, because I don't necessarily agree with all the classifications they use, and fighter, and bomber, and ship are pretty generic. But in any case, that's the Kuril Islands campaign. That was part of an expansion for U.S. Navy fighters. It's an okay campaign. It's certainly longer than the Vietnam campaign, which I believe was only 25 missions, but not nearly as long as the Ukraine campaign, which was 50 missions. I think, like I've said before, the Ukraine is easily my favorite because of the FMV cutscenes that I think really added a lot of character to the campaign and to your fellow pilots. And, you know, Kuril Islands doesn't have that, so I think it lacks some of the character. But nonetheless, it's a good campaign. It shows the challenges that a Marine aviator would have to face in a full-scale war with a major power. So I think it's nice that, you know, gives them a little shout out, because normally when people play combat flight simulators, they want to play the F-14, the F-15, the F-22, and, you know, I love those planes too, especially the F-14 and the F-22, but, you know, there's other pilots out there flying other planes, you know, and they've got to do some of the same stuff that those other planes do without nearly the capability. So imagine having played through that game with like an F-35 compared to the AV-8B, you know, it would be a lot easier. So fortunately the Marines are getting some well-earned love and upgrades from that. But in any case, that completes the Kuril Islands campaign. Next time we will be starting with the Kuril Islands single missions. So thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for that, and we'll see you next time.